Hey guys, Kev Collects here, and today I have another awesome action figure review. And it's gonna be on my final, well, somewhat final, boxed figure in the DC Multiverse Suicide Squad wave, well, the McFarlane Suicide Squad wave, and that's gonna be Polka Dot Man. So yeah, not much is really known about this guy for me personally, but I do see that he does have a cool power set, and it is an actual metahuman power. It's not some kind of cool, like, high-tech devices or kind of like contraption that he makes up that makes him shoot these little like holes or these little like dots and everything, but it's actually like some kind of condition he has that he needs to actually release them to live. So that's pretty cool. I do like that, you know, being a little origin story. And then of course we have the final pieces to the final figure, and that's gonna be King Shark. So I'm so excited for that. Yeah guys, alright, you got the artwork on the back and everything, the other figures, which I've done reviews on already. You know, you got King Shark all put together, all that jazz. Alright. Cool. So let's get into it. Okay guys, so I Polka Dot Man out of packaging, and first impressions, really cool figure. Yeah, I like him much more than I actually initially anticipated liking him. Yeah, he's just like, I think it's the colors for me. I definitely think it is. But yeah, just give you a nice look. All right, so here he is in all his polka dot glory, his twister-esque freaking looking ass. Yeah, I don't know, but he is just looking so cool. And like I said, you know, there were a lot in my last review and everything, but there were a lot of kind of just like figures that had like all red and everything. So I'm happy that we're getting some figures that have like other colors going on, because visually I like to display my figures and I love them having more of a kind of like contrast to one another. It just makes things look better. Yeah, because when you have like things that are the same color, it just like honestly just blends and just matches. I don't know, there's something about it that maybe it's like my OCD or something, but I don't know, I'm not a fan. So definitely do love the colors going on with him. Really cool. I mean, I love this wacky like kind of setup. Even his like helmet is like weird looking. Like, I don't know, it's just, I personally, if I saw a guy come up to me dressed like this, I'd be like, okay, crocodile. But like, I don't know, I just think it's like definitely like weird and stuff, but definitely like cool. Definitely something fun and eye-catching. So yeah, I'm happy this character was able to get a figure. Alright, so as you can see, he has like the green, red, blue, yellow dots all over him and everything. And like I said in my past review, or actually earlier in this review, yeah. This is like a skin condition that he kind of has, that he basically kind of forms these like dots inside of his body and everything, these kind of like tumors almost, that he has to release in these type of like form of polka dots that I guess I'm assuming explode. I don't know if they do anything else aside from explode, but so far we've seen just like straight up explosions, and it looks pretty deadly. So yeah. Alright, so it's a nice type of like taupe color scheme going on beyond that and everything. You know, like his whole outfit's kind of this off-white eggshell color. Then we have a little bit of tan boots, tan belt with some silver kind of like paintwork on there, you know, nothing on the back. Then he's this cool little like gauntlets and everything. And as you can see, one is like a little more sleek and then one is more chunky. So there is a reason behind that. When it comes to his accessories, you know, I guess we'll get into the accessories now and everything. So he does come with a second gauntlet, and this one's sleek and slim. So I'm assuming that when his powers aren't in use, they're more kind of like thin like this, and then when he decides to use his polka dots, it's more the thicker piece. So that's where this other accessory comes into play, which is so cool. But it's basically this kind of like clear, translucent, polka dot-esque bubble looking setup with all these little multicolored bubbles on there, and then they're supposed to go, you know, I don't think I even have to like pop his arm off. I'm pretty sure it just goes right on. You know, I'll get to that in a moment and everything. All right, so that's that. All right, and then he also does come with a cool pair of goggles, and it's translucent red lenses with a kind of tan kind of setup. And I'll be honest, he's giving me very Willy Wonka vibes. When I put them on, I'll show you and everything, and you'll probably agree with me. All right. Of course, he does come with a little stand, the head to our King Shark, which is so cool. All right, and then also this like lower torso piece, which is actually like really heavy, and I feel like you could really knock someone out with this thing. Yeah, there's definitely some weight to that. right? And then last thing is gonna be this card. So it's like the Suicide Squad card, has like the artwork on it and everything, which is really, really cool. All right. Yeah, I'm really loving that. All right, and on the back it says Polka Dot Man, the Suicide Squad. Okay, dourly dispirited Polka Dot Man wears his rainbow pustuled dermis, with, oh god, with all the shame of an acne-riddled teen going stag to the prom. But when he sprays his colorful dots, his sparkling spots can turn even the smoothest criminal into Swiss cheese. Wow, that was a interesting description, but I'm actually liking it and it makes a lot of sense. So yeah, as you can see, pustule. So they're basically saying that there are like kind of like these big welty like filled tumors, which I guess have like something in them, like kinetic energy or something. And I don't know why they're colorful. That's the thing that I think is interesting. So I hope they get into that a little bit. And maybe that's different. Maybe that's maybe they differ depending on which ones go out or whatever. Like who knows? Could be different chemicals too that are being released from his body. And then all together make the explosion. So maybe green is something, red is something, you know, all that jazz. All right, so yeah, and like I said, very Willy Wonka vibes I'm getting. All right. So I guess we can kind of get to the articulation, and then we'll kind of play around with the accessories and stuff and see what's going on. All right, so when it comes to this guy's head, his head goes up about like that much, not really much. It's a little hindered on this little collar piece, but also just does not go back any further, like pretty much. All right, when it comes to looking down, you know, you can look down on that much, so pretty decent, nothing really too wild or crazy. All right, when it comes to his arms go up about that much. All right, so pretty normal, right? Full swivel. He has a bicep swivel right there. All right, double jointed. Elbows. Okay. Wrist, swivel all the way around. Have the little ball peg you can kind of adjust, get his hand to go all over the place. All right, so it's always awesome. Ew, sorry, piece of my like mustache got in there, kind of gross. All right, when it comes to his like upper diaphragm, so there is like a soft plastic, but there is like a hard kind of plastic definitely going on underneath there. Not like Bloodsport. Like Bloodsport had a really substantial amount of like just extra kind of like width to him and everything with the plastic, but no, this is just like, yeah, it definitely squishes, but not as much. All right, so we can go back about that much and forward about that much. So yeah, pretty decent amount. All right, he has that same type of thing going on that's like a little gapping at the bottom, but there's definitely something underneath, so it's not as abnormal to look at and not as like much of an eyesore. All right, going down to his little like underwear type of soft plastic thing. All right, so it is like pretty soft. All right, so look at that, waist is cinched, but yeah. All right, legs go out about that much. They go forward about that much, back about that much, but you get a little bit of like a weird gapping going on. All right. Legs double jointed. Ugh, awesome. And because he's like skinny and everything, they do kind of fold up pretty nice. All right, it's pretty awesome. Wow, nice little click joint. All right, there is no type of thigh swivel, unfortunately, and it doesn't really move much from there, so you know, that's unfortunate. It's kind of something I've seen a lot with these figures, so it's not anything I'm too upset about. You know, it's kind of just a collective issue. All right, when it comes to the boots now, so yeah, so his feet can point that much. They can't really go up much because of the sculpt work and everything. They actually can't go up at all. So that's unfortunate. Right, there is that weird type of like swivel it has going on that you can kind of adjust the ball and get it to go. It's a little annoying, but whatever. All right, and there's also a little toe joint. All right, and it's like barely even noticeable. Like his toe like barely even really moves, but I guess when he's in more of a dynamic pose, you can see it. I guess, yeah. It's like it's very faint. Little toe. All right. But okay, let's get some accessories going on. All right, so time to Willy Wonkify this mofo and see what he does. Oh, cool. Oh God, I'm definitely displaying him like this though, because I really do think it looks weird, but I like it. I like the weirdness. So, okay, so here we got Polka Dot Man with his goggles on, and he just looks so cool. I'm sorry, but I literally love this. Yeah, this is a really, really awesome figure. Alright. So he's ready to just cause some chaos and everything in the most wholesome way possible by explosive pus-filled tumor things that he has. Alright. So, I guess I'm going to show you guys now the cool kind of accessory piece he has of him using his abilities. Alright, so yeah, so there is a little bit of an opening with the figure. It's a very hard plastic though, so you can't really see much, but there is like a slight opening right there. And you can kind of like adjust it based on how you want it, and it does fit really nice on that gauntlet. So I'll have the arm. I kind of want to swivel the arm. Yeah, so I can move it up. Alright. Cool. Alright. So, here he is with his cool abilities. So that looks so cool. Like, oh my god, I'm like really excited to see him. I mean, like, honestly, all of them aside from like him and maybe like a few others that seem to be part of the main crew have like actual or everyone else is kind of like just people who are just really skilled in fighting. But him and I think like King Shark are pretty much like the only ones of like the final crew that kind of do display some sort of a metahuman ability. Because even Ratcatcher, I think she uses some type of like tech that allows her to like contact the rats and like communicate with them and like control them. But I'm not 100% certain. I'm not. Yeah, but still, right? Pretty cool. Awesome display work there. So like, I'm just loving how James Gunn decided to use like really just odd characters. You know, like, oh my god, I don't know. Especially like, look at that. That is so wicked. That is gonna look so nice. Yeah. All right. And then just to give you guys an idea what it looks like without, I'm trying to think. Do it like pop his? Okay. So I guess you pop his hand off. All right. You pull that, so it looks like this. Right. It's very thin and narrow, and then you can just pop the little skinny one on. Fits like a charm, and then push his hand right in, and there you go. All right, but me, definitely gonna be using the other one. Oh, I guess you can kind of like interchange it too, depending on like how you want to have it, because I'm pretty sure both hands will just pop off. But who knows? All right, so yeah, pretty cool, dudes. Pretty cool. And dudettes, I am like literally loving this figure. Yeah, he actually, you know what, it's funny because he's not necessarily my favorite character of the group and everything. Harley's definitely my favorite character, but he's probably like my second favorite in terms of overall figures, just because it's just he has cool accessories, you know, he just has a cool kind of like different look to him, and you know, he's just weird, and I'm hoping that him and Harley have like a cool friendship because he seems like a weird guy, so Harley will definitely like love him. But okay guys, you know what, that is gonna be it for this review. I hope you guys enjoyed. Alright, so now we are down to the final finale of the group and everything, but of course we're gonna end it all off in another review with my King Shark pieces. So stay tuned because this guy is gonna be coming together shortly. But alright guys, that is it for this review. If you enjoyed, please give a good big thumbs up, subscribe, comment, share. I love it all. So yeah, and even follow my Instagram, nerdyboy95. Alright, see you guys later. Peace.